What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Brando back again with yet another Call of Duty video. So today I want to talk to you guys about the DMZ updates that are coming to Call of Duty Season 2. Now, I know previously Call of Duty mentioned where DMZ, their weapon slots and permanent unlocks were going to be refreshed. Well, I am here to say, guys, your weapon slots and your permanent unlocks are going to stay. They're not going to be refreshed like we originally thought so. But Season 2 locations for DMZ, it's going to be Ashika Island, Building 21. There's going to be updates to Building 21, and of course, regular Al Mazrah. So that's going to be fun. Now, for Ashika Island, we all know it is coming to Warzone 2. It is a brand new exclusion zone for DMZ. Players will infiltrate on the shores of the island before making their way inland. There's a lot to discover in the Ashika Island. To include a new weapons case. So we got the new weapons case challenge on this map. A new boss, and he's called the Bomb Maker. Instead of the chemist, he's called the Bomb Maker. There's new locked and dangerous spaces to access and explore, and a lot more, which we will find out February 15th. Now, in Building 21, they made some changes. Now, we originally saw Building 21 in Season 1 Reloaded, and you had to have a unique access card to access it, and there was a unique time infiltration window, which was open on the weekends, Friday through Monday from 12 o'clock. So Season 2 missions have operators returning to Building 21 as another exclusion zone option. If you need access cards to Building 21, make sure you can find them either in Al Mazrah or in Ashika Island, either in SAM site crates, chopper boss crates, buy stations, or legendary orange crates will drop them as well. Operators obviously should be prepared for heavy resistance in Building 21, and it's recommended you gear up before heading to this location. Now, in Al Mazrah for DMZ, there are developments to explore in Al Mazrah as well, with updated intel including the crash of an unknown aircraft at the Satik Cave complex. So there's a new little area to explore there at the cave. The fight between White Lotus and Legion rages on. Perhaps operators can take advantage of this inter-faction animosity. Now let's recover the refresh and the reset that's going on in DMZ during Season 2. So Infinity Ward previously announced that Season 2 will include a reset and faction mission refresh. Here's exactly what that entails. Contraband weapon inventories will be rolled back to the starting weapons. Key inventories will be emptied, so use them now if you got them. Faction missions and mission progress will be reset to make room for an updated mission set that incorporates all exclusion zones. Infinity Ward confirmed last week ensured weapon slots unlocked through previous faction missions progress will not be reset. However, if you did not unlock an additional insured slot in Season 1, the new Season 2 requirements to do so should take much less time than it was in Season 1. So the second slot's going to be unlocked a lot easier than it was in Season 1. So, Infinity Ward goes on in their blog, for clarity on Season 1 progress, all Season 1 mission and boss enemy rewards, for example, previously acquired Al Mazrah weapon case rewards, will not be reset, with the exception of contraband and keys. They go on to say, why are we doing this? Well, mission progress in Season 1 got way too difficult too quickly. With Season 2, Infinity Ward is making sure each mission's challenge and time requirements are more balanced. So they're basically nerfing the AI and making the challenges a lot easier for you and me, aka casual players. The key stash will now be available to hold specific mission items that you must gather from one exclusion zone and bring to another. This allows us to have longer from missions that utilize all of our exclusion zones. With the new mission set, Infinity Ward says we can employ multi-location missions that send players at Al Mazrah to Ashika Island and to Building 21. The mission refresh is made up of new missions, updated missions, and missions Infinity Ward felt worked really well from Season 1. To complete this reset, DMZ may have to go offline for a few hours ahead of the launch of Season 2, but they'll share more details and timing on that soon. Now, they're adding a new faction, and it's called Crown. Now, only Modern Warfare 2 owners will have access to mission orders from a brand new fourth faction, which I said previously was called Crown. This British group is shrouded in mystery, but they have certainly piqued the interest of Black Mouse. Again, this faction will only be available to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 owners, which is crazy. You can only get these new challenges if you own Modern Warfare 2. So, got to pay to play, boys. Now, Infinity Ward also recently detailed some of the changes coming to DMZ in Season 2, but they are including them in this blog as well, and I want to read them to you. So, enemy tuning. In Season 1, the AI in DMZ were challenging, but the ramp-up difficulty was often steep, with some players getting overwhelmed with Season 2. Infinity Ward has introduced a number of balance changes to adjust the types of AI spawning, the number of AI spawning, and the accuracy of AI at range, and much more. All of this should provide a challenging but manageable play space that still requires player respect of enemy combatants in DMZ. Now, the devs also said, we can assure you the AI combatants in DMZ are still not to be taken lightly. Spawn points are changing the spawn points of AR. They're tuning some of the infill points across Al Mazrah for improved early match experience based on gameplay data. They don't want us to start at a point which we feel isolated or without loot, and contract opportunities is not the best experience. These tweaks should improve our spawn points across the map. Now, mission difficulty timing. Data and feedback enforced that the faction mission difficulty ramp up was too aggressive for a lot of players, and that the demanding scale ultimately made it very challenging to unlock the second insured weapon slot, completing all Tier 3 missions in Season 1. Infinity Ward has adjusted the overall scaling of difficulty and missions as the tiers progress. Later tier missions will still be quite challenging, even for the experienced operator, but Infinity Ward believes more straightforward access to an additional insured slot will provide a better path forward for all players. Now, for the crashes, Infinity Ward said they know crashes are especially impactful in DMZ if you lose your items and contraband weapons as a result. Addressing these crashes is a priority for Season 2, and they are committed to increase stability for DMZ. They also go on to say future seasons will bring more changes and new content to DMZ. While DMZ is still in beta mode, their hope is to continue getting feedback to shape future iterations of this game. They do not intend to apply a mission refresh every season. Instead, they're excited to try different approaches each season to continually improve the DMZ experience. And there's a lot more to come to DMZ in the future. Infinity Ward said they're excited for us to jump into Season 2 on February 15th. So to stay up to all things updates on Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, make sure you're following me on my Call of Duty Underground Facebook page, which I will leave a link down below. And make sure you guys like and subscribe to my channel. So that brings me to the end of the video, boys. Hopefully you guys learned a lot from this video today. Make sure you smash the like button. Please subscribe. Hit the notification button so you guys never miss any uploads. And also share to your friends what you learned here today. All right, squids, until next video, I'll see you later.